Lost something, no. The cost of opportunities is always good to know. But if you know that, then you're good to go. Yeah. No dreams too big. Chase anything, got the passion to do. Only a dream till it happens to you. Finally seeing money, now I'm acting a fool.
What's up, everybody? Kevin Van Voris. So welcome to day one. Today is day one. So yesterday I weighed in at 279.6. This morning I weighed in at 278.8. So already lost 0.8 of a pound in a day. So the first week I'm gonna lose a lot of water weight. But let me go over just kind of what I got shopping yesterday for those of you who are curious. So chicken tenders, we got like, I don't know, a few pounds. I think this is 6 pounds. So these already have the fat cut off of them. That's why I like it. 45 calorie bread. It's just low calorie bread. These are my Rooster Boosters I still have left over from Arizona. I bought a whole case. Premier Protein, these are just easy way to get protein in, 30 grams. It says organic. I don't buy them because they're organic. I buy them because they are brown eggs. Brown eggs, in my opinion, taste a lot better. We've got some salad. A key to a successful diet is making sure that you stay full, even if your calories are low. Even though my calories aren't low yet, I still want to get in the habit of eating salads. Low-fat turkey breast, low-fat turkey pastrami. We've got low-fat Canadian bacon. Got some barbecue sauces, mustard, just some seasonings. This is no-calorie pancake syrup. Spray butter, which has little to no calories. Anything else that I buy? And then what else? We got some leftover turkey, some cheese, and stuff like that. Let's see, what else did we get? Okay, these are kind of cool. These are rice rollers. They're 10 carbs each. It's just basically rice. We got potatoes. I've got some stacked pancakes because these are good to have. Pop chips, low calorie chips basically. Some protein bars, and someone is calling me. So I'm going to answer that, and we'll get to making our first meal of the day. Okay, so let me show you guys basically what I'm going to be having for my first meal of the day. Now, I don't practice intermittent fasting, however, it just kind of works out with my schedule. So intermittent fasting basically means you just eat all your calories within a certain window. I don't do that, but I don't have my first meal usually when I'm like actually tracking, doing my nutrition. I usually don't eat about till 12, 1, or even sometimes 2 o'clock. What I do to suppress my appetite is I have caffeine throughout the morning. So I'll have an energy drink, I'll have diet soda, stuff like that. So I'm going to show you guys kind of what I'm going to be making for lunch. Now, the reason I like eating late is because I can have a bigger meal instead of having smaller portions throughout the day. Some people like that. I personally don't like that. Science shows there's really not much of a difference between having larger meals and smaller meals. So with that being said, I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to be making. So I have 5 bags of pop chips. These are great because they only have 4 grams of fat, 15 carbs, 1 gram of protein. So I'm going to have 5 of those. We're going to be making some turkey and pastrami sandwiches. A trick also is if you like mayonnaise, get a lower fat mayonnaise. This is Chipotle mayonnaise. It only has 3 grams per serving. So instead of having the full fat one that is going to cost you a lot of calories, I go with something that's lower in fat. Also, yellow mustard has no calories. Great for flavoring and taste. And then also, very important is whether you track macros or whether you just eat clean or whatever you want to call it, you should always weigh your stuff. That way you know how much food you're going to be intaking. With me, once I'm on track with stuff, I weigh everything. And I expect all my clients to do the same, just because if you go off of and say you eat a bag of, or say I didn't weigh this and I just went with like, well, I think is a serving. Usually it's either a lot less or a lot more. So you want to be pretty accurate with stuff that you're weighing, especially with mayonnaise. You can stack a lot of fat real quick if you don't weigh this stuff. So I'm going to put this together and I'll show you my first meal of the day.
What's up, everybody?
I already did that.
Well, I just like saying
Okay, so for the meal I'm about to show you guys, it's 162 carbs, 31 fat, 105 protein. So we've got 4 turkey pastrami sandwiches with chipotle mayo, mustard, and Rachel's making her food. And we've got 5 bags of pop chips. So we're gonna eat all that, and then we'll see if I'm full, and maybe we'll eat some more. We'll see though. All right, so it's 8:40 at night. I just worked out, just did a full upper body, so chest and back together, and then 10 minutes of just walking cardio. So I'm gonna try and do that 5 days a week. What I'll do is I'll film my workouts, and then I'll film my food separately, so they're two different videos. So I've already calculated what I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have exactly what I had for my first meal of the day. So I'm gonna have 4 sandwiches with turkey, pastrami, mayonnaise, mustard, and then I'll have some pop chips. So that's gonna be what I have. I'm not gonna show it to you. I'll continue this on until tomorrow, so it'll be a 2-day video just so you guys can see what I eat, and then we'll also see what my second day, or I guess 3rd day weigh-in is. So I'm gonna get the food, and then I gotta go back and close the gym. So hope you guys enjoyed today's content. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, welcome to day 3, first meal of the day, 12:58 p.m. So we're gonna make French toast today. Bread, eggs, spray butter, no calorie syrup, and then we're gonna put some peanut butter on top. So I'm gonna show you guys how to make this. It's really easy. It's low fat, except when you add the peanut butter, but it's low fat unless you want to use the fat from the eggs. So I'm gonna show you guys how to make this. Really simple, high protein, pretty decent carb. So let me show you how to make it, and then we're gonna eat it. Okay, so I cracked 10 eggs. These are just 10 egg whites, so that's 30 protein right there. We're gonna spray the pan with some non-stick butter. Ham. Spray it really good. And then all you do is you're gonna take the toast, dip it in the eggs, both sides, put it on the pan. Pretty easy. So I'll show you guys when it's done. Okay, so for 10 slices, what?
I wonder if they can even see you. It's so smoky.
Oh, it's smoky. So for 10 slices of toast, 10 egg whites made into French toast, 95 grams of carbs, 5 grams of fat, 55 protein. So I'm gonna have like 3 or 4 servings of peanut butter, probably 3, which will put me at let's do 3 servings. So for the day left, I have 25 fat, 256 carbs, 175 protein. So that'll be pretty good. So I'll put that on and I'll show you guys. All right, so 10 slices of toast, put a little bit of sprinkles, and then, so this is no calorie pancake syrup, so just drip it on over. And there we go. That's meal 1 for me today. Okay, what's up everybody? So it's 9:08. The thing I didn't film, I had an ISO Pure protein drink, and I had a protein Premier. If you're wondering what a protein Premier is, it is a protein drink. So that's the only 2 things I didn't film. So this is where flexible dieting gets interesting, because the end of the day, I need 7 grams of fat, 182 carbs, and 90 protein. So you might be asking yourself, what the fuck are you gonna eat? And honestly, that I'm not sure. So let me kind of fuck around in my kitchen for a second and see what I can find, and then I'll show you what I find. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I have some potatoes, so we're going to grab those potatoes. Potatoes are great, number 1, because, well, most potatoes, at least the ones I buy, which red or, what's the other one? Actually, I think all potatoes have no fat, except sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes have fat. But potatoes are great because it's basically just carbs. They've got a good amount of minerals, vitamins, potassium is a great vitamin that's in them. Or electrolyte, I mean. That's in, sorry, it's the end of the day, I'm tired. So potatoes have a good amount of potassium, but the great thing about potatoes is they're very satiating. So, like, a cup of rice versus a cup of potatoes, you would feel more full off of a cup of potatoes. So, we're going to do potatoes, and we are going to do this chicken that I bought from Sam's, which I whew, I need to cook this whole thing, but I'm not going to do that tonight. So these are just chicken tenderloins. As you can see, they have no fat. I only need about, I think about 9 ounces of chicken, because these have 25, so it should be about 9 ounces of chicken. So I'm going to cook those, I'm going to make some baked potatoes, and then all I'm going to do to flavor the potato is spray butter, and I'm going to use, what barbecue sauce? So my favorite barbecue sauce to use is Stubbs. It's smoky mesquite, or should be Sweet Heat. This one, yeah, let's go with Sweet Heat today. So that's the one that I really enjoy. So we're just gonna have chicken and potatoes, a very simple meal. Whoa, we're gonna have chicken and potatoes, very simple meal. I'll cook this. I'll show you guys what it looks. I already closed the damn fridge. I'll show you guys what it looks like at the end when I'm done cooking. So, and for those curious, it's 9:15 at night. This is my last meal of the day. Just got done doing legs, so I won't be able to walk tomorrow. Should be fun. Leg day is always a fucking bitch, but it's one of those things you have to do. And if you don't do legs, you're a vagina. So, anyways, I'm gonna cook these potatoes, cook this chicken. I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Or bread. That'd be weird, potatoes. Okay, so we're gonna throw a curveball. Fuck making the chicken, because actually, potatoes, which I forgot, they have a fair amount of protein for how much I'm eating. So I need 7 grams of fat and 66 protein. So with flexible dieting, you can substitute, not every day, but you can substitute kind of your carbs for your protein, because at the end of the day, they are the same amount of calories. So in case you didn't know that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have pop chips instead. To give you an idea, these should be 100-calorie bags. So these have 3.5 grams of fat, 16 carbs, and 1 gram protein. So the way that you figured out the easiest way, what I'm going to do is I have 495 calories. So each bag is 100. What we're going to do is I'm going to have 4 bags of pop chips. God, I hate the fucking sea salt ones. Fuck it. So I have 1 barbecue, 2 sour cream and onion, and I have a sea salt one. So this is what I'm gonna do. I don't do this all the time, especially when I'm now that I'm actually dieting and tracking. I'm not gonna do it all the time, because it's not something you want to do all the time. However, flexible dieting allows you to kind of substitute things in and out. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm literally just gonna have potatoes with butter, a little bit of barbecue sauce on top, and sour cream and onion chips, pop chips. So again, if you guys have any questions about nutrition, or you're like, what the fuck, this doesn't make any sense, let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna feed my dogs, and then I'm gonna watch a movie, and then I need to get to bed because I gotta wake up, but I actually think I need to get to sleep in tomorrow. So anyways, I'm gonna put yesterday's video and today's video together. My weight tomorrow will probably be up. Anytime you do legs or you're extremely sore, your weight usually goes up. That's just because when you're sore, water gets pulled into the muscle. I could go into depth about it, but basically you're just sore, you're going to retain more water. Simplest way to put it. So thank you guys for watching today's and yesterday's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, found something from it. Maybe it was a little bit informative. If you have questions, again, just holler at me down below. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. Make sure you guys are following me at CaliBoyKev on all social media. My name is Kevin Van Voris, and I'm out.